Alright guys, I literally just got a phone call and it said this is the city and you are officially on a pre-evacuation notice.
There we go. I'm done. Hey, Mommy. You're welcome.
Okay, you might need to sit down for this, guys. So, seriously, we just got a pre-evacuation notice. There's a fire coming right over the canyon. So that means there's a very real chance that we are going to be evacuated at any second.
This is what the email said.
It was a message that said it's a pre-evacuation. I'll read it to you. Pre-evacuation notice here.
This is pretty scary. Like, we actually had a fire nearby us when we went to Disneyland this summer, but we just left anyway, and we're like, well, I hope our house doesn't burn down. But this is what we just got.
Pre-evacuation notice. This message is for residents near the canyon area. Public safety is standing on an alert for a pre-evacuation notice. As the fire in the canyon is spreading and the winds are picking up, we would like our residents to be prepared in case of an evacuation. Please make sure you have any necessary items ready in case you are evacuated. These things include, but are not limited to, food, clothes, medication, and any important documents. At this point, you do not need to leave. Once again, it's only a pre-evacuation in order to prepare in case we are told to evacuate the area. We will update you with information as soon as it becomes available to us. And I actually got a phone call too, and they said that there's high winds that's blowing the fire in this direction.
So this was an actual person calling to tell you?
It was a recorded message
that
went out to everybody in the area.
Wow.
But literally, the fire is right over the mountainside, and we can see ash in our yard.
It's like snowing right now. And my dad came in the house and I was like, what's on your hair? And there was tons of little white speckles everywhere from ash.
Because the ash is falling, because it's coming over the canyon. And if it's actively coming this direction and the wind is blowing it this way, and they're saying, hey, get ready because you might be evacuated, that means there's legitimately a very real chance that at any minute we're gonna have to leave.
Oh my goodness.
So we need to get everything ready to go just in case we're told that we have to leave.
Okay, and now we have to tell you, and I know we haven't done like a vlog style video in a long time, but I wanted to show you before I found out about the pre-evacuation notice that we are working really hard to make an awesome booth for CVX Live, but at this point, if everything burns down, we might not even have that.
Well, the house isn't protected, so even if we brought everything in the house and the house burns down, there goes our booth.
Okay, a lot of other houses would have to burn before our house would burn.
That's true.
I hope none of them burn. Let's just say that. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what we're doing currently.
We need to get packed though. We need to get food and we need to get the clothes and everything loaded up in the van just in case we have to leave right away. I think we should clean out the van and get it ready and loaded just in case.
That's true.
Because if they tell us to leave, that's serious. This isn't a joke. This isn't just pretend. Like, there's a legitimate fire coming this way. Look at the ground, guys. Look at this ground. You can see all this white powdery stuff. This is ashes.
There's an ash.
Like, look.
Ash.
See, look.
And it's yellow.
Look, I just wiped my finger on this ash right here. Seriously, guys, check this out. This is in our front yard. We have ash that has fallen in our front yard. It's everywhere from the fire that's coming.
And you can see it's really, really yellow, almost the color of like a really beautiful sunset. But it's
been
not
like that all day long.
It's not late in the day, it's like early in the day. So
Steven, we just got a pre-evacuation notice. Really? Yeah,
for the fire.
Because there's a fire coming over the canyon.
This is just up our street. Right over here, it's so smoky. Okay, so that's the plan for now. Yeah, we'll just be on call, ready and waiting, and then we'll give you a phone call and let you know if we're heading your way. And then we'll be staying with you until it's safe to come back, and that's the plan, but it might not happen. Okay, all right, we'll talk to you later. Okay, thanks, Jennifer.
Is this for?
Love you too. All right, bye. So anyways, I just called my sister. She's the closest to us that has the space for the whole family, and so I kind of just gave her a call and let her know that our backup plan at this point, or our plan at this point, is to come and stay at her house with her. And hopefully she's okay with that. Okay, I think that what I need to do is actually make a list of the most important things at this point that I don't want to forget. And once that's done, I can start grabbing those things and making a pile, because I've never had to do this before. Evacuating is kind of scary. And because I'm filming it, it almost feels like it's not real. I'm like, oh, I'm just doing it for the video. And then I'm like, no, I'm not. This is actually happening. And that's really freaky. So I'm just gonna write down what I want to not forget.
If that's up Spanish Fork, and Becca and Mike live right there. And this is my parents' house where I'm doing this. So it's pretty close, and I'm hoping you guys are okay. Sorry, this is putting a damper on your stuff. I hope they get it under control.
Wow. I got the feeling like if I knew how close it was, then I would be hurrying a little bit more. Okay, Mom has decided, because we had it's actually in our church ward, we had half of them get evacuated. They're a little bit further away than us. And then a town, Elkridge and Woodland Hills, that are not too far from us, are also being evacuated. They were on pre-evacuation just like us. And so I think we're literally going to just put everything on hold. All of the projects we're working on for CVX Live, we're just gonna hold everything and pack everything into the cars, and at that point we might be able to just keep working. But if by that time they say, yeah, you're on evacuation notice, you need to leave, then we will. But it's getting scary a little bit. Even if we just pack everything and have it in the vehicles and the vehicles are ready to go, then that's okay. I think that that would be better than having to scramble at the last minute and going, oh, we're not ready.
So we're getting ready to hit the road. We're gonna go do some exploring and see if we can see this fire up close and personal. It's gonna be interesting, but we wanted to give you guys an idea of what we're dealing with. Mama already wants to sit on my lap.
Scoot over, I can try to sit in between.
All right, Mom has to come with.
So they can go.
Oh, babe, you got a big butt. Your butt's too big. And nice try.
This is going to be a long road.
Sorry, babe. You're gonna have to.
We'll have to do this.
Work on packing. All right, let's go see this.
No!
Bye, guys.
See you later.
Get ready to go.
Hope there's room to get out. Guess we need to trim the branches a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. This is my first time driving in this thing, you know that?
Is it?
Yeah.
That's not too bad. Where we're going to go is just easy driving.
Oh my gosh, you can see the smoke coming up over the mountain there. Because you've done mining, right?
Huh?
You've done mining, you've been in there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So that's where he's saying don't go in there.
Yeah.
Okay, we need everybody. James, run around the house, get everybody, tell them to come into the front.
Find Ryan, James.
Tell them to come into the front room, and we're gonna have a meeting with everybody.
Getting serious here.
Maddie's the one who's been telling us. She's like, by the way, this just happened, and this just happened. Yeah, she knows.
Least busy, so I'm just like,
Downstairs. Are we gonna? Are we?
just
We'll let her know.
Polo with
Yeah, we'll
her.
have to Marco Polo.
Okay.
We could Marco Polo the
Somebody
whole
can
family
just
council.
fold it. So just can watch.
Okay.
That kid was smart.
Yeah,
I pointed the
so-
gun at him like this because it's a water
Oh,
gun,
that's all just-
and he went, "No, no!" Like,
Charlie?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we might be at least packing everything tonight.
If there's a mandatory evacuation, we legally have to leave. Could they like come into our home and arrest us if we don't leave our house?
Yes. It is, you have to leave. It's,
Wow.
Because you're literally, it's like committing suicide if you stay there in the house.
and you can put others in harm's way that try to rescue you.
Wow.
Wow, so that
So
means...
we don't have a choice. If
So-
they mandatory evacuate, we have to leave.
And so we're literally at a point where it's coming from two different fires coming towards
And they're
us.
both coming, converging.
And what we really need to do is basically we need to prepare so that we're not caught off guard and like, okay, we have to leave right now, and then we can't grab the stuff that we really want to not get burned.
Okay, he says, thank you for your wonderful response. So many of you have responded with offers for housing and assistance. As of 5:15 p.m. today, this is an hour ago, Covered Bridge Canyon is on mandatory evacuation. Casey and Greg are on the canyon and working with the Relief Society and elders. I am at the Stake Center coordinating help. If you want to help, send an email and wait for instructions for those in the valley. Pre-evacuation time should be used to prepare emergency kits, clothing, inventory, property for insurance, gather important documents, find homes for animals, etc. It is also time to move large valuables. Please don't wait until mandatory evacuation to consider moving large priceless possessions, putting yourself or loved ones at risk. I invite each of you to pray for the firefighters and ask for the Lord to protect our communities.
Apparently they just evacuated
Elk Ridge,
and
Woodland Hills. That's so close.
They're just over this mountain. It's right there. All it would take is some really strong winds and we're
right in the middle of it all.
That's
There's
one
been
fire.
some wind
There's
already.
Yeah.
there's another fire that is just
that way.
just south of us here. And I was up there this morning, and we have basically there's a mountain, another mountain, and it's on the mountain, the third mountain away from us, and it's coming this way.
What we're planning right now is we've got all the CVX stuff in the driveway. We need to bring it in the house. We're gonna put it in here.
Or in the family room.
Family room in there.
We're not going to load it into the trailer. If the house burns down, then we've lost all that.
Honestly, if the house burns down, are we really going to be prioritizing CVX stuff on top of the rest of our stuff?
Tell everybody,
Our house burned down.
sorry. Our house, everything burns down. Hire a DJ and host the most killer dance party in that little area.
If our house burns down, are we still going to go to CVX? Let's just hope and pray that our house
Okay.
doesn't burn down.
Yeah.
We've got to get, guys, we've got to move all that stuff. We've got to get the,
Valuables.
we need birth certificates,
Phones,
Your-
technology,
technology,
journals,
titles, insurance information,
journals.
journals, yes, anything that.
Any photographs that are not digitized.
Alright, I'm grabbing all of my electronics. I got the backpack in my bedroom and I'm just going to load it full of all of my laptops and computers and cameras and memory cards and batteries and spare batteries, any gaming systems, my drone, GoPros, all my electronics I'm going to grab first because those are the most valuable possessions. They're not priceless, but I don't really have a lot of priceless possessions, so I'm going to start with those and go from there. Meanwhile, Becca's getting the kids ready to go. For me, I don't realize how many electronics I have until I actually start packing all of them. I'm like, dang, I got a lot of electronics.
Exactly.
Like, seriously, cameras, external hard drives, chargers, like...
Don't say that, or somebody might
I've-
come break into our house.
Video game controllers, but they're all going to be with me, so none of them are getting left here. Alright, I've got This backpack is full of hard drives, computers, cords. I've got my drone here. I've got a bag of clothes ready to go. Hey Ryan, how you doing getting ready?
Great.
Are you almost all packed up?
Yeah, I already have it in my car.
You're all ready to go, aren't you?
In your? Other than some special things that nobody knows about.
Alright. Ryan always has secret, strange things in his room. So, honestly, here's the thing, like, there's a very real chance that we're going to be evacuated any minute, and if we are, there's a very real chance that, I mean, I don't want to say very real, but it's possible that our house could burn down. Like, seriously, guys. The crazy part about that is I'm not scared. Like, I don't feel afraid because, I don't know, I just feel peace. Not that it won't get burned down, but that if it does, everything's gonna be alright. So, here's the crazy thing. Just this morning we had this house appraised. And a guy came in and took pictures and measurements, which is pretty interesting because once he's finished with his appraisal, if this house burned down, we'll have an up-to-date, accurate valuation of the house's current value. So, if the house burned down and we got paid out for it, we would know what it was worth, which is kind of interesting. I really hope it doesn't burn down though. That would be really a pain.
Okay, update. It is the end of the day. It's still looking very yellow, but the sun is going down. And the smoke has gotten worse. The sky is kind of blue over there. But over here, it gets really dark and smoky. And you could see it a lot better if it was a little bit earlier in the day. But the news is that the fires, there was 2 separate ones. Now they've burned so much that they've joined together into one massive fire. And so we're not gonna stay the night here. Even though we're just on pre-evacuation notice, we're not gonna stay the night. We're gonna go up to my sister's house because this is too risky. And it's really stressful waiting at any second to have somebody say, okay, you gotta leave 5 minutes, you gotta go right now. So it's like, okay, well then I think we're just gonna pack up and we're gonna head out tonight, go to my sister's house, and we'll be safe that way and it won't be so stressful. Plus, my mom has heart problems, my dad has back problems, my sister has a broken leg, and all those things are reasons to get things done ahead of time so that nobody's gonna hurt themselves getting out of here at the last minute. This is a very surreal feeling because everybody's on the street in the neighborhood and everybody's doing the same things, which is grabbing their stuff, packing it into their cars, and leaving. And it's kind of creepy, end of world-ish. They're leaving over there. We got some people over there. So here's a really good view. The smoke is coming around us, all around, and then on this side it's just so smoky all around. And then you go back around, there's the blue.
This is a stressful CVX time right now.
Yeah, not just for CVX, but the fire too. Okay, here's our box for our dragon. Can't forget our pet dragon. This is Ash on the back of the car. And it's snowing right now. Snowing Ash. Oh wow, this is an even better, look at that. This is all ash on the top of the car. All of it. And Ellie's in the car, but that's all ash. Oh my goodness, this is
That's why we've got to get out of here.
Payson. We're close by, and what was the other one?
The other one's Orem, so it's farther away, but it shows just how big it is because you can see it.
That's how it looks from Orem?
20 miles
This is
away.
how it looks from Orem.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it does. It feels like it's so strong here. You can just, like, you breathe in and it's like, man, we are so close. The smoke is thick in the air and the ash is everywhere. So the wind through the night is going to get really bad because we live in a place that gets really windy every single night. And so we've decided we're leaving. We are evacuating and that we will stay up to date with whatever news comes from the police and stuff, but we're still leaving regardless.
Alright guys, so as you probably heard, the fire's just about here. And I'm going through the house, turning off lights. And I've got all my bags packed. As you can see, I've got my backpack. I've got this bag. We are evacuating. We are leaving right now. We're getting everything loaded up and we are going because the fire is just around the corner and we do not want to be here when it gets here.
Okay, we're in the car. We're all packed up and we're leaving. It's really crazy and I'm a little bit like shocked. But I can't keep filming because I gotta drive. So I'll see you guys when I see you and I'll let you know where I'm going.
I wanna say something. Please, can you not tell Sophia?
Alright, hey Rebecca. Hi.
Here, pull the...
Okay, hang on. Okay, I got it. You good? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks, Jennifer. So, we are in our RV now tonight. We just got here. We got all of our stuff. Put the kids down to bed. It's so nice being able to have a place that we can be in that's comfortable, where we can have all of our stuff. I've got all my bags over here with all my backpacks right here full of computers and electronics, cameras and everything. So we are set. We are evacuated and that fire is coming to our house. And at this point, we don't know what's gonna happen, but we're hoping and praying that everything's gonna be okay.
Michael's sleeping. And he's snoring. Okay. Stuff we didn't want to forget. Here's our suitcases. And all the kids. Everybody's safe and happy. Charlie always sleeps like that with his head back. It's so funny. And James is in there. What a relief to be here, to be home, to be safe. A home away from home. I am in the bathroom in the RV right now. Sitting on the toilet. But I just wanted to say that, just share with you a couple of the things I'm feeling right now. And one of them is I'm just so happy and grateful that our whole family is safe. And that everybody got everything that they wanted to get out of the house. And it was actually really hard for me to mentally say, what would I not want to get burned if we left this house? What stuff would I, like, it was just so mentally taxing on me to think, okay, what's top priority and what's stuff that I would be okay with if I never had to see it again, you know? It wears me out just thinking about it. So anyways, everybody's asleep, everybody's safe. My family is, we're at my sister's house in her yard in the RV, and my family, all the rest of my family is in with Jennifer in her house. And we're all good, we're all safe, but it was draining mentally and physically to leave the house like that. And I hope that it doesn't get burned, and I don't think that it will, but I especially did not want to get an evacuation notice in the middle of the night or like at 3 or 4 a.m. and be like, okay, it's time to go, when everybody's sleeping and tired and we weren't quite ready, you know. So it was very good, I think, to be prepared and just leave and spend the night somewhere else and grab the things that are most valuable to us. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. I have no idea what we're gonna do tomorrow, but we'll find out soon. The one thing that I'm very happy about is because we lived in this RV for 2 months already, it feels like home and it's not so scary. And all the kids are happy and taken care of, and we already had everything we needed in the RV, so we're not without anything except for things at our house that we obviously didn't grab or couldn't grab. But oh, the heater just turned on, it scared me. Anyways, it's time for me to go to bed, but I just wanted to share with you some final thoughts for the day. And the thing that I'm most grateful for is, and the thing that's the most important, is that we're all here, we're all safe, we're all together, and really, family is the most important thing anyway. So we have everything we need. If our house burnt down, we'd be okay because we have each other. And I'm so grateful to Heavenly Father, to God, who can take care of us and provide for us and protect us. It's all because of Him that we're blessed and watched over. Okay, good night.
When we were kids, just hanging at the playground, when all we knew